Today we are going to tie the Frenchie Nymph. With the hook secured in the vise with 8 turns of .020 lead-free wire. We'll start with your thread on the hook shank right behind the wire wraps, then snip the tag end off close. Advance the thread over the wire wraps and back down to the end of the hook. Next, we will strip off 8 to 10 fibers of the coq de lion and measure a tail about a hook shank in length, and then tie them in. Ensure that they are on top of the hook shank and not on the sides. We will then snip off the butt ends. We will now tie in our wire. Now, snip off 8 to 10 pheasant tail fibers and cut off the very tips. Secure them down to the body. We will now smooth out the body and make a slight taper towards the bead. I will now do a 4 or 5 turn whip finish to save the work. This will ensure the thread does not come undone while we turn the rotary vise. We will now wrap the pheasant tail with touching wraps to just behind the bead and then tie them off. Then we will cut the butts off close. Complete a few more wraps of thread to hold down the pheasant tail fibers. We will then wrap the wire up the body in open spiral wraps to just behind the bead. Then secure it with a few wraps of thread. We will now helicopter the wire off. Now, we will add a small thorax to this fly by taking a small pinch of the UV shrimp pink dubbing and wrapping around once or twice. We will then create a small hotspot collar, then whip finish, then cut our tying thread free. We will now add some head cement, here UV bone dry resin. We will then cure it with the UV light. The fly is now complete. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.